And so in the beginning of our awakening of these spiritual eyes, if you like, the eyes of faith, the very first step really is what's known as sadhu sangha. So Shraddha to sadhu sangha. And sadhu sangha means to have the company of a realized soul, a standard realized soul, a saint, a true saint. Sadhu means saint, one who, one description was given, one who cuts illusion away from the eyes of the soul. Yeah, so sadhu sangha is really the foremost necessity for us, to have the guidance of one who is not asleep to the reality, one who is awake in the world of reality, the world of the soul, the world of spiritual existence, and beyond that, in the world of divine love, prema bhakti, which is the ultimate goal of not only we, practitioners of Krishna consciousness, but also every jiva soul, actually, every living entity is seeking the same thing, which is known in Sanskrit language as rasam or anandam, which means sweetness and beauty and love, actually. Is the unavoidable quest of every one of us for divine love. So, sadhu sangha, through the association of one who is connected genuinely with that realm, then we also can learn how to become free from the negative aspect of ego, of self-centered false identity, and to gradually realize what is our true identity and the meaning of our existence. So through that sadhu sangha comes the next stage of Rupa Goswami's verse, which is known as bhajana kriya. And bhajana kriya is the process. Through coming in touch with the sadhu, we're given the process of how we can practically achieve the ultimate goal of our life, of our heart, how we can achieve Krishna consciousness and awaken to our highest potential as a soul, as a being, as an entity. And that bhajana kriya, its very foundation is really what's happening right now, which is known as Shravan and Kirtan. So we have a very beautiful association. It's called the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math. And we have many centers around the world, 80 or more centers. And many very sweet and beautiful, warm-hearted, sincere, aspiring students of this path of Sanatana Dharma, or the universal religion of all souls, actually. Saraswati Thakur, it was Srila Prabhupada. He said, I'm building a house that the whole world can live within. So that house is the house of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the house of everyone, and everyone's invited to learn more and seek out this process of bhakti. After bhajana kriya comes many other stages, but it seems that time is running out. But on the website that Vaidehi mentioned before, the blog, we'll be adding more to that this week as we go along. And Nityananda Ram is here with us. Greetings, good soul. Happy to see you. And so I wanted to get onto the other aspects of sadhana bhakti, or our practicing life, because really our practice is everything. In the path of bhakti, if we don't practice, there'll be no perfection. Practice makes perfect. So Gurudev mentioned that we're all in the training field, we're all in a training ground. This is our training ground. Like in the army, if you go to the army, first so much intensive training must be there to prepare you for the real battle or the real war. No? So we're all sincerely aspiring and practicing, and the guidance that's been given to us by our gurus in this way to understand what is the practical aspects of sadhana bhakti. is so necessary for us to understand. Srila Gurudev mentioned in Vrindavan when we were there with him recently how important sadhana bhakti is. And without that practice, that cultivation, that watering of the seed of divine love, watering the root of the creeper of Krishna consciousness, then that creeper will shrivel up. And so many aspects, Mahaprabhu said, we must become like a gardener to protect that creeper of faith, of divine love. And so this particular section, I guess, of this blog TV is designed in a sense for this discussion to continue of how we can understand more deeply what is our practitioner's life. So now we are following the practitioner's life. So what is that practitioner's life? So we'll discuss that as we go on more and more, and there will be more posted, as we said, on the blog this week, more coming. So anyhow, it seems that the Kala Chakra has come to devour once again. Time has run out, so now I shall pass you back to Vaidehi Devi Dasi and continue with the rest of the show.
Jai Manasa Krishna Prabhu, thank you so much for speaking with us and sharing. And I know it's hard to speak when you're on the spot, but that was very beautiful, and hopefully more and more will become inspired to keep listening and also to ask questions and to start cultivating more and more this process. So now we are going to hear some practical stories and the experience of Rajiv Lochan Prabhu in India. And Manasa, hopefully also maybe next week you can tell us before you begin, you can tell us something about your life here and what you're doing here and how what you're doing goes hand in hand with what you're speaking about, the practice of that. So we'd like to hear more from Manasa Krishna Prabhu next week. All right. Thank you. Dandavad. And so Rajiv Lochan Prabhu is from Brazil, and he has many different talents and gifts that we were happy to actually receive while he was here. He's a yoga teacher. I don't know, maybe he taught some yoga, but what I observed was that he is an architect, a designer, and he used these things in service. He was designing the headquarters for Srila Gurudev, the new headquarters that are being built in Navadvip, that shall be built in Navadvip. And he also was helping a lot with restoring old tapes and things that are getting moldy because of the weather here in India. And he also helped to design many of the covers and books and things like that for our book room, as well as restoring the book room in Navadvip. So we were happy to have him. He was here for 6 months, and it was, I think, his first time in India. And now he will be leaving next week. So let's hear something about his experience in India and something about, you know, when you're first traveling to India, you have some idea of what India is going to be like and how mystical it is, and then you get here and there's a few surprises. So we'll hear his experience. So come on over, Rajiv Lochan.
Dandavad. Dandavad you all.